nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's Ty Johnson, rookie six-rounder from Maryland. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford, screen play, Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A throw over the middle, taken in. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his second season. The future, bright. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got Curse. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though,
the throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously cost them.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Sam Martin now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Returning, it's Benjamin. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 12. Wait, 89.
Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh? Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. I bet you wanna be famous, They Ella, they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, watch out for that. I never switch, I never switch.
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my. Hey, back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. I made her when I showed out my whip. Back then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. Play no how I drip. Crush.
Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Set. Run 80. Check those. Red.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. He spins free, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. That throw into the arms of Allen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Ready. Hey, front 80. Watch the turn. Get high.
Play fake to Gordon. Now into Benjamin. A good pickup there at 22.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there. Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on first and 10.
89.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it first and 10 at their own 22. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Kill, turn up. Check safety. Hey, 54.
Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away, and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Yep. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Hey, Delta! Hey, Alpha!
Following the interception here, Rivers. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And that'll bring up second down.
They're 180! 190! Load it! Load it! Cluster, cluster, cluster!
A toss play, Gordon. They find some open field. There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So out now come the Lions. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, 77 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make our score 14-7. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down, Chargers.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rivers now. Going deep for Benjamin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 32. All right, here we go, here we go.
Throwing again. Stafford. Complete outright to Kurz. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people, make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
The Chargers getting set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
I'm gonna go load it. Load it. Red. Red. Switch.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now Gordon on first down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Round 80. I got you. Strong right.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit and not go down and fumble the ball.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to put one over his head as this game progresses.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
31's the mic. Come on, D. Hey, I 7.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Alpha! Bang, bang! Bang, bang! Wait, 89!
He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And finally taken down at the 26-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Green 80. Skinny. Hey, easy.
On first down, Gordon, a beautiful spin and room to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here. So Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and picked up by the Chargers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
That good for 22 and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
He'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Let's go.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they? And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
This is Gordon. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set. We're okay. Set. 180. Check. Fresno. Alpha! Let's go. Hey, Mike 40.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for Detroit. 45 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing to Stafford. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Stafford. This is Johnson. He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson, but now it's 3rd and goal.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They snap it to Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Prater for the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to swear you up. Don't get nervous.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we have come to halftime. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Stafford and the Lions now have it first and 10 at their own 18.
Bravo.
From the gun, Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, Rivers. And Green with a catch left side. Touchdown, L.A. Phillip Rivers with his third touchdown pass of the game. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Easy, alert! 280!
Alert 3, alert 3! Alert 3!
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. And now it's second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hey, Red! Big 20.
Throwing again is Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Screenplay, Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford, this will be caught at about the 5. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
I can't believe they even let you play. 10, 53, ready. Hurry up, get set.
To the air again, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. Oh, did the Lions get it? Yes, they recover. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influence that's going into the head coach's ear.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
180. 50. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey, echo.
On 2nd and 15 now. Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down. The first down carry here for Johnson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Adrian Phillips, an all-pro as a special teamer last year, in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Stafford. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From the red zone now, Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trevor Williams with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Stafford here coming off his pick 6. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. And this is caught by Kearse. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Stafford on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Stafford looks to throw again. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Stay 50, stay 50.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete. Johnson on its poke free. Football's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Rush white. Rush in. Rush in. Check. Hey, Rocket.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And Justin Coleman brings him down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ready. Clock 15.
Watch the ship.
Orange 5-4.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a charge.
bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got